All right, what's up everybody, and welcome to RMK Overland. This is I think it's my second video. It's a video that is going to focus on my emergency kit that I keep in the Land Cruiser. It's a pretty cool bag. It's got a lot of useful stuff in it. You can see that it's not, too big or too small. It's just kind of like the exact right size, and I'll just go through some of the things that are in this bag right now, and just kind of talk through them a little bit. So first, we have this tire pressure gauge. This is from the company Jocko, I guess is how you pronounce it. I'm not exactly sure, but very simple analog pressure gauge. Anyway, so there's that. I just keep that kind of right here. This bag is by a company called WorkPro, or you can get this off Amazon. I found this; it was very cheap, like less than $40. Let's take a look inside. This is, I think, like 14 inches. There's so much stuff that just like can fit in here. It's pretty awesome. All right, I'm going to show you one by one what these things are. So first of all, pair of gloves, really useful for side of the road. You've got to change a tire or whatever, and I want to get your hands dirty or get injured on your hands, you got these work gloves. The next thing we have here is some matches. Okay, so just in case you're somewhere overlanding, you need some kind of fire to get going or whatever, just a box of matches off of Amazon. Then we've got pliers. I always like to have a nice vice grip pliers here. Cheap, 20 bucks. Irwin, pretty decent, reliable-ish brand. So you've got your pliers here. Then we've got just a towel, just like a rag / towel thing here. And this is for all sorts of reasons why you would have this in your thing, but let's clean off parts or clean off your hands when you're done working on your Land Cruiser or whatever. So there's that. What else we got in here? Fire extinguisher. You gotta have a fire extinguisher in your emergency kit. This probably should actually not be in the emergency kit. It should probably be like mounted somewhere for easier access, but for right now, I put it in the emergency kit. And then you've got, let's see, this is for anybody who's in winter climate. This is good for removing snow and that sort of thing. If you're stuck somewhere and you need to do a little scraping on your windshield, this is good for that. Let's see here. This is obviously duct tape. Very useful, handy for all sorts of things. Electrical tape. I love tape for some reason, and I always keep some electrical tape as well. Then you've got your wrench here. Pretty simple Tecton wrench. It's 8-inch. It's nothing too massive or anything. It's just actually pretty small. Maybe I need a bigger one, but this is useful for all sorts of things as well. Just in terms of literally wrenching on your Land Cruiser in an emergency situation. Then you've got a couple of flares here, or not flares. These aren't flares. These are emergency flares. Yes, these are flares. Emergency flares. Very cheap, very useful for putting them up on a roadside if you're changing your tire or whatever. Then I've got this sucker right here. Now this is just a really nice little piece of equipment. I think I'm supposed to get it here in between these two. Or anyway, this is really cool, and I liked it because of this, like the kind of form factor of this, where I can just put it in like that and put this thing over here somewhere. This was, I think, over somewhere, I don't know. Anyway, this goes back in its little thing. So that's pretty cool, right? This is by GTE. For cable set here, right? Okay. I got this off of Amazon too. Pretty decent. It's got, heavy dutiness to it. That's a word. And that's pretty much it. You can see in here, I don't think there's anything left, except for, no, there is another thing. You got your knife. This is M-Tech USA. You got your knife here for emergency situations, right? You want to cut through something. This also, there's a little piece over here, and then another like kind of cutting. What you can do is just, if you fold it down like this, you can use this knife edge in there to cut through like a wire, something like that, you know. So there's this knife as well. And checking to see if there's anything else. Anything back here? No, that just says Night Fury because that's the nickname of my Land Cruiser. So, guys, this was the emergency kit. There's obviously a whole bunch of stuff that was in it, super useful in an emergency situation, you know, side of the road kind of thing. I really like this bag because number one, is cheap. Number two, it looks pretty good. You know, black with like little red accents over here. Nothing too fancy though. It's not trying to get too crazy. And it's just got one main zipper there with a few, like, with several pockets, you know, on the side and stuff, which you can, you know, put other things in. Pockets all over the place actually over here. A little ring thing over here to hang stuff. Little, you know, more ring type things over here. You know, so it's very versatile, very good. Space in here is a lot of space. You know, you can see hopefully lots of space in here, and it looks cool enough to like just put in the Land Cruiser and not think about it until you really need it. You know, it just usually goes behind the second row of seats in my 200 series, and so yeah, I will try to find the link to this bag for sure, and any other links to Amazon, where I purchased most of it. 90% of this stuff is definitely from Amazon. I mean, there might be like one thing that's not from Amazon. It's like an Ace Hardware or something, but most of it you can find on Amazon. So that's it for today's for this second video that I've ever made in my entire life for YouTube. This is kind of cool, you know, doing all this stuff, showing everybody kind of stuff I'm doing on my Land Cruiser, and hopefully you guys you know, got some usefulness out of it. You know, you could always put all sorts of different other things, but I thought this was the essentials, if you will, of what needs to go into an emergency kit. Anyway, thank you, and I'll talk to you next time.